Alright, here we go. Mm. Okay, here we go. Alright. What have I done? Oh my god. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Just give me a moment to yeah, just give me a moment to wake up a bit. So far 13 dropped frames. 13 dropped frames. Uh-oh, hold on. Here we go.
This is absolutely fascinating.
I gotta watch Mystery Science Theater like a little bit more. Yeah, I gotta watch Mystery Science Theater more. My god, enough with the Tommy Wiseau references. Must. Okay. Yeah, holy crap. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea what I should say. Except anything. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I generally don't know what to say because it's the. Oh. Yeah, I'm just like looking things up for a bit and. Wow, you're not kidding. Wow, this person actually does a whole bunch. Like at the beginning, at the beginning of the stream, what's the word I'm looking for? I was playing an a Radiohead song with 8-bit, and yeah, this person actually did so much more. Like they've been doing it for 9 years. Yeah, that is a grind. And the most popular video is Bring Me the Horizon video. Oh, a new divide 8-bit. This I gotta hear. What the hell? Oh, DJ, how are you? Oh my god. Hold on. DJ Alpha Omega, hi, welcome on in. Let me give you a shout out. I was actually hoping to actually keep things quiet. I was genuinely hoping to keep things quiet, but, that's a whoops. Hi. So, let me introduce myself. I'm Kiara Strings. I'm a trans woman, and this is the early stream. DJ, how was the rest of your stream? I know you've been streaming for about only 4 hours. Hopefully your stream went well. If you need to decompress, go ahead and decompress. Let me see who is here. Slifer Streaming, welcome on in. Deathly, how are you? Welcome on in. Turner Zai, welcome on in. Shark Nanner, welcome on in. Yeah, hopefully you're all doing fine. Yeah, how did your stream go? Hopefully your stream went well. Yeah, I was only there. I could only be there for half an hour, and then I had to go to bed. Went well. A lot of good goofy times. Well, from what I understand, you did play content warnings, about to make some food makeup. Then go make some food, and like honestly, if you need to decompress, go for it. If you need to decompress, go for it. But thank you for the raid. I'm genuinely surprised at this. I was gonna be like, it's way too early right now. Yeah, I hope you're, yeah, go make some food. Thank you for the raid. And if you want to stick around, you can stick around. I was gonna actually raid you after the stream, after my stream ended, but yeah, it turns out that I can't. Apparently, I can't keep my streams quiet. Um, Thank you. Absolutely, thank you so much for the raid. We just got started, and I genuinely do not. Uh, I'm still working on. Yeah, I'm still working on. Uh, Cause this is my second stream, this month because my boyfriend told me I have to stream every day for a month, due to a promise. Um, Deathly darling, I hope you're doing okay. Um, I'm gonna shout you out if you're not. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen you stream in a while, Deathly, but I don't know if you've streamed in a while, Deathly, because I haven't been on Twitch for a few months. Um, yeah, I don't know if you haven't been on Twitch for a few months to stream. I was gonna shout you out, but I don't know. But considering everybody who came on with the raid knows who you are, I'm guessing that they already follow you. Oh man. Oh god. Um, yeah, I'll give you a shout out anyways. Um, oh man. Give me a moment. Yeah, give me a moment. I'm still a little bit. I'm gonna keep the momentum going for 90 minutes. Um, but my goodness, it's 4:53 a.m. and this kind of stream is a just chatting stream for about 90 minutes. Um, at least 90 minutes. Like yesterday's stream was about 4 hours. So yeah, 4 hours. It's not gonna be a 4 hour stream. At least I hope not, because I actually, you know, uh, Yeah, it's not gonna be a 4 hour stream, but I can make it 90. Just give me a minute. I was in the middle of just looking at this person's video right here. New Divide, a Linkin Park 8-bit remix. And apparently Linkin Park's getting together with the new singer, I think. Are they? Because that's what I heard on Reddit, but, Reddit. Oh, considering reunion tour. Are indeed considering a reunion tour. Uh. Like. I like Linkin Park, but I was okay with them being on a permanent, indefinite hiatus or breaking up because 2017 was kind of traumatic for them. Um, yeah, I was okay with them breaking up. I was just tired of people asking Mike Shinoda if Linkin Park is ever going to come back together. And to me, I was like, okay, like, their lead singer just died. I mean, I understand if you waited for like 4 or 5 months, but their lead singer just died, or 5 months is not really time to get over somebody, you know? Um, so people just bothering Mike Shinoda about, hey, so is Linkin Park getting back together? And it's like, um, just let them be their own person. Essentially, just leave them alone. That's pretty much it. Just essentially leave them alone. Um, like, you could be forgiven that Linkin Park would be done forever. Um, and after Chester Bennington's death, I'm pretty sure that everybody was like, yeah, you know? People are like, but people still want a Linkin Park to get back together, even though a lot of us crapped on their last album. I did too. And that was because they went full on pop. Um, which is, uh, I mean, I complain too, but, I could have hoped that they went back to rock at least, because pop is not something they would do well. Like, Linkin Park does things well. It's just that I don't think that them with doing pop went well. Um, like I do. Like I grew up listening to Linkin Park, but they were not my angsty period. Like everybody has a band that they listen to out of angst. Um, Mine was 3 Days Grace. Linkin Park came a little too early for me. Um, but I do appreciate their music. What I never understood was Linkin Park people wanting Linkin Park to go back to new metal, because like the first two out like Linkin Park fans really don't know what they want. Like the first album, everybody loved, and then their second album, people didn't like because it was exactly the same as their first. Which, yeah, yeah, that's pretty much what the executives wanted. Executives wanted the exact same thing, and yeah, like executives do want the exact same thing, um, but and you can tell that there are some similarities. But after Meteora, nobody really wanted to listen to new metal anymore. So people actually complained that Linkin Park should go back to new metal, and it's like, why? Like, people, like, didn't you complain about the fact that the band went back to new metal and it sounded exactly the same? So why not let a band grow? Because if you want the band to stay the same, then you haven't grown, you know? People are pretty much annoying. Like, they are annoying. So, hold on. Where are you? Where are you here? They don't know what they want. So this is the first album I got from them. Okay, keep in mind this was a few months after Chester died. Um, I actually got this album as the first album because I wanted to see what people were complaining about. And there are flaws with this album. This is Minutes to Midnight. There are flaws with it. Um, but I'm genuinely surprised whenever I hear it, you know? It is absolutely surprising. Um, because, yeah, I um, got Minutes to Midnight in high school when it came out, I believe. So this was 2007. Um, yeah, so, like, I just wanted to, I think I wanted to buy this album because this was pretty much where the band started to get away from new metal, and I genuinely wanted to see what people were complaining about, and I can see why people didn't like it because they went like alternative rock or arena rock, and I think that it actually does go hard. Although I'm gonna admit that I don't really um what was it? I don't really like Shadow of the Day all that much, even though it is a really good song. I like this album. Like, I genuinely think this album is not as bad as people made it out to be. Um, I think it's because there was only two tracks with, like, the rap rock thing. Um, there are good songs in it, but I felt the overall album didn't feel, like, polished the way Meteora did. Uh, that's pretty much the thing. Let's see, who produced this album? Oh, right. That's why. That's why. This album was produced by Rick Rubin. Yeah, that explains it. That actually explains why it doesn't feel polished. It's because it was produced by someone who doesn't know how to lower the volume. And this is like 2000s Rick Rubin. Rough times. But yeah, everybody was biased because Meteor was the first and favorite. But you have to remember, even back in the day, a lot of people um hold on. A lot of people didn't like Meteor because it sounded too much like it sounded a lot like Hybrid Theory. And I'm like, so you complain that it sounds too much. Their second album sounds too much like the first album, and their third album was too different because it sounded exactly the opposite with only like two songs with Mike rapping. I mean, in 2007, here's the thing. In 2007, nobody was listening to new metal. Like, I don't think anybody was listening to new metal in 2007. You know? Korn might have been around. Limp Bizkit, nobody listened to. Like, nobody listened to new metal to the mid to late 2000s. Um, but yeah, people did trash Minutes to Midnight because it was way too different. Like, I get why there was criticism, but they don't really know what they want. Um, Jenny Cat, how are you? It's been a hot minute. I hope you're doing okay. We're just talking about music. Um, oh shit. Like, message to you too. Like, I do have Meteora. I got this around a couple of years ago. Um, I was born because my parents were. Yes, yes. I was born because my parents were. But yeah, I actually do have Meteora. I can, like, it does still hold up. I can see why people like it. Um, I have yet to buy Hybrid Theory because, um, joking, I haven't slept though. Jenny, if you need to sleep, go sleep. Absolutely go sleep if you need to. Um, we're just talking music. Um, like, I remember when I was in summer school and I heard Breaking the Habit for the first time. I did not know what the song was about, so I was just singing it. I was singing it without actually looking into the lyrics. Um, yeah, it was a weird time before I got started getting into my angsty period. Um, but yeah, I will get another Linkin Park album, maybe. Um, I just don't know. Like, I don't want to get Hybrid Theory just yet. I'll probably get the hunting part. Yeah, I'll just get the hunting party next because I already listened to a song. I forgot which song it was. Hold on. Um, there was the song from the hunting party that I did listen to. Um, a line in the sand. Yeah, I listened to a line in the sand, and I thought that absolutely was really, really good. Um, I have not. I've only seen 2 episodes of the Fallout show. I will see more. I absolutely will see more. My boyfriend and I are just taking our time with it. Um, but it is really, really good, despite what the grifters on YouTube say. The grifters on YouTube saying that the Fallout TV show is going to be awful because it's woke. Like, just because it has, like, a black person, a black man, and let me see, a black man and a female starring in the show, does not mean it's gonna fail because it's woke. It ended up being a good show. You watched all of it the night it dropped. Isn't that like an 8 hour? That's an 8 hour sit down. That's over 8 hours, Jenny. That is amazing. You know? That is absolutely amazing. I can't do that for 8 hours. I don't know. Like, I can't binge for 8 hours. Granted, I actually watched Supernatural and I binged episodes like crazy, so I don't know. Um, then again, I did watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine in like, I watched all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine in about 2 weeks. Um, Boyfriend and I watched The Sopranos in about a month and a half, like 5 weeks. And I think The Sopranos is okay. I can see as to why. Oh, yeah, Jenny Cat. Jenny Cat, I know. You just sent me something. Um, you sent me. Yeah, you sent me. Yeah, you sent me a certain somebody. Synthetic man exists. You shoot GI. You shoot. Okay, so you know exactly who I'm talking about, Jenny Cat. Um, yeah, you told me you finished The Sopranos. At one point, you did have Chris on your profile picture. Yeah, you stopped understanding stuff after episode 7. Yeah, if you're very tired. I know all of them, sadly. Yeah, right? Like, for those of you who don't know, people on YouTube straight up were like, um, the type of YouTube grifters who just get outrage clicks because things have become too woke, um, because it has a trans person in it, or is because it has like a black person in it, and they get all up in arms because it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be like the game they grew up in or they played, even though, yeah, Fallout is woke. Um, and Jenny Cat mentioned on Discord somebody named Synthetic Man, who actually straight up never, the show never came out. Show absolutely never came out yet. And then these grifters are like, yeah, but the show's going to be awful. And then the show came out, and then they changed their tune by saying it was not woke. And he's like, I always knew. And this synthetic man person straight up was like, yeah, I always knew it was going to be good. And then everybody just forwarded him his screenshot that said otherwise. So they just flipped on he just flipped on a dime, and I'm pretty sure on Twitter everybody just like called him out. And from what I understand, the video that talked about how Fallout's gonna be like awful, he ended up closing his comment section because he doesn't want to hear it. But that doesn't stop Twitter. There's the grifters, and then there's the psychopaths who believe that some grand delusion that Todd has it out for Obsidian and New Vegas. I'm pretty sure those people have never played a game ever. Um, like I don't know what they're. Here's the thing. I understand the people who like the show. I understand the people who yeah, I understand the people who like the show. I understand the people who like the show but have criticisms. I understand the people who don't like the show but have criticisms to the point to where it's like genuine, like they don't like it, but don't they actually explain why in a way there's like I understand. I genuinely don't understand the people who just don't like the show because it's not what they want. Just saw the a video. Yeah, I saw it. I'm reminded Synthetic Man exists. Um, yeah, I just saw it. Uh, yeah, I saw it just now. Ish. Oops. Hold on. Yeah, pretty much. Um, and from what I understand, um, somebody doxed somebody who was a fan of Fallout or one of the Fallout games. Um, Jenny, since you're a Fallout fan and you're on Fallout Twitter, from what I saw, um, I think somebody got doxed because they didn't like Fallout, and from what I understand, somebody like he liked Fallout, somebody else didn't, and then they doxed that person. Yeah, this person, Chad of Fallout 76 podcast, he got doxed, and apparently the FBI was involved. Like he actually had to like sell his house and move because he did get doxed, and like it was, and that's awful. Like I don't know why, just for liking a show, you just dox somebody for liking a show. Like I'm not sure why you would do that. Yeah, he's selling his home because he can't afford it, not because. Oh, okay, because he can't afford it. Okay, that's fair, but still doxing someone because somebody didn't like the show, like, still. I mean, it's the timing. Yeah, I guess the timing made me confused, but still, doxing somebody at all just because they have a different opinion doesn't mean you should like dox somebody, you know? Like, hence why I don't go on Twitter. Like, I understand if people don't like the show or like the show, but just because you have different opinions doesn't mean you should just like call out. Because, like, now we're seeing, like, there have always been sexist gamers or, like, um, not great people online. Um, but from what I understand, he had the FBI involved. Like the FBI was involved in this because that's that's what I'm apparently that's what I'm hearing. Um, yeah, apparently that's what I'm hearing. Um, yeah, Fallout 76 podcast. Oops, Fallout 76 podcast. So yeah, essentially, um, yeah, essentially, um, yes, like so. This happened about a week or so ago, and yeah, it still surprises me that some people like. It genuinely just reminds me of I forgot her name. Like the controversy with what's her name doxing another YouTuber because he called her out because her React channels are not React channels, and YouTube actually was like both sides are wrong, even though clearly she was the one in the wrong, and he got doxed because of her. Sniper, yeah, her. Sniper Wolf, yeah, that's her. Like she, like I don't know if anybody does anybody really watch her videos because I don't think that's absolutely fair that um yeah, I don't think it's fair that she actually does not get called out on it. Okay, so nobody watches her videos. Okay, so nobody watches her videos. Or are they just like watching her new videos? Have you been watching any shows recently? Um, are you talking about like Sniper Wolf's like people talking about Sniper Wolf? Are you talking about that? Because her videos are massively disliked. Like her last video was 2 days ago. Yeah, her last video was 2 days ago, and there is massive dislikes. No, like what shows have you been watching? Um, so I did watch Brooklyn Nine in 2 weeks. Um, I'm currently watching DuckTales, the recent series. Um, let me see, Larry's DuckTales series. Boyfriend and I finished the first season of Barry. Um, let me see what else. Uh, I watched what was it called? Close Enough, which is like by the creator of the people who did Regular Show. Um, but I haven't really been watching many shows really. The thing with her and Jack Films happened and then kind of sizzled out like all internet drama. Yeah, but my goodness, like she's still actually people are still watching her, which is surprising to me. Like yeah, people are still watching her, which is surprising to me. You know, like it sucks. Like it genuinely sucks that um like during this, like it absolutely sucks that she is essentially getting away with like her attitude. Um, like, like there's a reason, kind of the reason why I don't like. I wish I could do YouTube. I want to. I absolutely do want to do YouTube, but people are going to like watch her videos more because she's more popular. No matter what she does. Um, yeah, it's gonna her viewer base of literal babies. They don't understand the drama stuff. Um, so her viewership is pretty much like from 15. They're pretty much teenagers, or they just don't care. Um, because like from what I understand, like she's still getting massive dislikes. Um, but critical dissonance. Like her videos make 500,000 views. Too young to understand. Okay, so they're just young. Okay, that's fair. Um, yeah, that's fair. Oh God. Um, like we all watch stupid people. Anyway, I watched 1883 recently, then 1923, now Yellowstone. What is this show? Hold on. 1883. Okay, it's a drama miniseries with Tim McGraw. Series was followed by 1923 with Helen Mirren. Oh my goodness. And then you started watching Yellowstone. Okay. Um. Uh oh. Oh, this show. Uh oh. Who? It has Sam Elliott. That is tempting. I will admit, having Sam Elliott in something is tempting. But 1923 has Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren and Timothy Dalton. And, okay, Sam Elliott is in 1883. I'm going to admit I'm not a fan of Westerns. He's the mayor of Quahog and Family Guy. Okay, so it is true. Um, Honestly, I haven't watched Family Guy in years because not for nothing. I grew out of Family Guy. Yeah, I just grew out of Family Guy, and that's it. It's nothing like I grew out of Family Guy. Speaking of like me being young and watching being young and watching dumb things. I used to watch Family Guy. Um, I used to watch Family Guy a lot, and then I didn't because my taste of humor changed. Um, yeah, so yeah, I just stopped because yeah, my taste of humor changed. I ended up just coincidentally watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia back when nobody watched it. And I can easily say that. Like I can easily say I watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia before anybody else, you know? Um I can even give you the date of when I watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for the first time. Like I can genuinely give you that. Um oh crumbs. Affirming no how I relate inside my mind blocks. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Um Hold on. I'm like I wrote a script. Okay, so on June 18th, 2006, that was when I watched my very first episode of It's Always Sunny. And it was the gun fever episode, and it was on Fox. Um, it was on the Fox channel for like a hot minute. And I really liked it. And this was before Danny DeVito came along. So this was like the first season. So yeah, I can easily say that I watched it before anybody else did. Um, but yeah, I've never really been into westerns. You know? Yeah, I've never really been into westerns. Um, I had two Twitter posts blow up in the past month. Nice. Like 16K likes. Okay, that is a lot. Genuinely impressed, Jenny Cat. Like 16K likes. That's no small feat. I mean, you are a good Twitter person. Other one was 5K. I deleted them. Why would you delete them both? Wait, why would you delete them both? That seems like a lot of likes. Yeah, why delete them both when those are like 16K likes? I do not like the here's the thing. I understand Jenny Cat, but whenever, like, it's totally fine. Usually whenever I want to not have attention with the posts or a tweet, I just would like filter it out, you know? I would actually okay, like that's understandable if you were an idiot. Like if you didn't want to like put up the tweet, that's totally fine. But usually whenever I have a tweet that blows up or something, I would just like, if it gets too much, I would just have I would just look at the tweet and just like hit mute conversation, like mute the conversation and don't have it interact with anything I do. So that's pretty much as why I usually just, you know. But 16K likes, like that is impressive. Yeah, muted. Yeah, you muted them. If you muted them, that's another thing. Like deleting them is like, eh, you know. I get why you would delete them. Um, I muted the second one because two people were arguing, and then I came back to thousands of likes. Yeah, that is kind of insane. Um, but I'm glad that you're pretty much blowing up on Twitter, because you usually post a lot of what's the word, like Fallout. You play the ever loving piss out of Fallout 76, which yeah, you had a blessing because Fallout is currently blowing up. You know, Fallout is absolutely blowing up. Everybody is playing it. Um, yeah, everyone's playing Fallout right now, so the blessing is just right on time for you. And before I forget, Jenny Cat, like, I met you on 76 a couple of days ago, and I was saying, and I couldn't, there was no way I could say no thank you when you actually gifted me something. Thank you for the gift. Um, I was about to give you something, but you got blown up before I could give you anything. Yeah, you got pretty much blown up before I could give you anything. Um, oh God. Um, I'm taking a break for 76 for now so I can focus on my backlog of unfinished games, which is tracked in the pinned tweet. All right. How many games do you have? Because I'm gonna look at your thing right now. One so far. Okay, just the one, and you completed it. Okay, hold on. Call of Juarez Gunslinger. That seems interesting. Um, Bought two games I really wanted to play, which didn't help. I'm struggling with the final level of Red Dead Revolver. Red Dead Revolver? Wait, hold on. Red Dead Revolver.
Do you know where my pants from yesterday are?
Where are your pants from yesterday.
Yeah.
I think, either here
No, I've not done.
or in the washroom.
It's you.
You gave me this. Revolver came 6 years before Redemption? I'm looking at it and I actually thought that this was Red Dead Redemption. You find it?
I'll find it.
What the hell? So I've been mixing up Revolver and Redemption. These. Oh my god! I've actually been mixing up Revolver and Redemption all these years. Oh my gosh! Oh. Oh my god. You still can't find it?
No, wait. Here it is.
You found it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm unable to defend Jack Swift for 3 minutes. It's a legit nightmare. I almost had it, but one of my companions died. So for now, I'm working on GTA 4, and then GTA 4 T-Lad and GTA 4. That's fair.
Alright, head out to work. Love you.
Love you too.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe.
You too.
Yeah, but it's okay. Honestly, it's okay to. It's honestly okay to like stop playing a game because it's too difficult and then go back to it later. Absolutely understandable. T-Lad is a DLC for GTA 4, The Lost and Damned. I finished the Battle of Gay Tony. I don't know what any of this means. I'm kidding. Hold on, just let me get a drink. Let me get a drink. But yeah, that's good on you, Jenny Cat. But GTA 4, the Ballad of Gay Tony loading screen go absolutely raw. I'm glad for that. Is anybody, here's the thing. Is anybody excited for the new GTA game? Now that I'm, saying this, anybody excited for the new GTA game? Yeah, my boyfriend and I saw the trailer, and I'm kind of, sort of, cautiously optimistic. But people are still complaining about GTA in general. Like, I like the fact that certain people like Elon are complaining about GTA. Like, it's old news at this point, you know? Like, I'm kind of tired of the controversy considering that GTA always had controversy, you know? Like, GTA always had controversy, but this time some people are like, a Latinx woman is like the central character. Like, certain people just want to complain for the sake of it. People like, soon we'll have to say goodbye to Los Santos. Like, Rockstar's gonna ban GTA 5 forever once GTA 6 is out. Yeah, I mean, I think eventually the GTA 5 servers are gonna shut down because I don't. Here's the thing. I have tried genuinely to play GTA 5 online a few months ago, and I just got bored. I genuinely just got bored because I didn't know what to do. I don't know what to do in GTA 5. Like, like years ago, I could have just like went into street racing. I could have done like heists and all that, but I've never actually done much. I actually did stuff in GTA Online, but today it's like, um, but yeah, some people are genuinely ticked off just because there's like a Latinx woman in the game as a central character, and it's like, are you just gonna complain about anything, or are you just gonna like, cause like, okay, GTA is a lot more diverse than I remember. There was also a Twitter that was talking about the trailer, like it's all so tiring, and made a photo collage of all the black people in the trailer. Casual rapes. Yeah, like some people, like I don't know as to why. I absolutely don't know why people are just like, it's all so tiring, and look at all these black people. Conveniently forgetting that San Andreas was mostly black people. Like in San Andreas, you do play as a black person. For some reason, they tend to forget that, and then like a 4 second shot of black people is just like is like it's all so tiring, like they've never seen a black person before or whatever. Don't tell them oh, they get it's like, why are you forcing me to play as Franklin? they they forgot GTA was satire. Yes. Also, hi Super Lazy, I'm gonna shout you out. If you're not following Super Lazy, please go give her a follow. She is absolutely super amazing. I've been following her since 2020, I think, and she hasn't streamed much. Damn it. Okay. I, Kiara Strings, am a cute girl who likes to kiss all the pretty boys and all the amazing girls and all the kick-ass non-binaries and put pretty ribbons in my hair and show myself off in front of all the cute people, like everybody in chat. You saved all those points just for that, didn't you? I had to redeem this for reasons. Well, I hope you're happy. I absolutely hope you're happy. Oh god, hold on. Yeah, I hope you're happy. Well, you absolutely are. But yeah, some people tend to forget that. Some people tend to forget that GTA is satirical, just like Warhammer. I am actually. Your visit meant a lot to me. Oh, I'm glad. I just like, thank you. And yes, I saved many for this. Oof. What did you send me? And yes, you saved a lot. I'm pretty sure a lot of people just save points just for me to say that I am cute. Yeah, I think I saw this yesterday on Reddit. I think. Who was getting the best D? Maximus, Walt, and the Ghoul. Oh god. Oh my god. I was hoping to avoid that. Oh, you made okay, you did make it. I guess I was looking on your Twitter and I found it. Mercadian, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. How are you doing this fine Thursday morning? Um, we were just talking about like Fallout and things and stuff and things. I'm glad that you're doing good. I redeemed it for a message. It kind of hurt hearing what you said. I just wanted a lighter mood and such. Um, it yeah. So I have been dysphoric for the past few months. For those of you who don't know, um, I've been dysphoric for about 6 or 7 months, and it's hard for me to get in front of a camera. And the reason why I'm streaming is because my boyfriend forced, my boyfriend just forced me to go in front of, to stream every day for a month. So I will be streaming every day for a month because he made me promise. that I was gonna stream every day for a month. So I'll be on Twitch pretty much as I can, and then I'll stop, or whatever. Change my pronouns to any and all. By the way, congrats, Marcadian. I'll keep that in mind. There have been a lot of Fallout memes, but not to that level of shitposty. I mean, fair. Um, I'm glad to be back, and thank you so much, Mercadian. I'm absolutely glad to be back. Um, but super lazy. I'm sorry if it did hurt. From what I was saying, I was absolutely in a dark mood. Um, I was absolutely in a dark mood. I had to go now. It's about 3:30 in the morning. I had to show up. Super lazy genius. Thank you for coming by. Missed you in the chat. We missed you. And one day I probably will stream at a time where you would be able to stay here a little bit longer. You know, not like early in the morning, but I'll do a stream later on in the evenings one time or sometime. But if like everybody go follow Super Lazy Genius too. She is absolutely amazing. I'll shout her out again. So please go follow her. Um, like I have to wait 55 minutes to give another shot. Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. I wonder. Okay, I have to wait 55 minutes and 21 seconds before giving you another shout out. I call Bolt. Just click on Super Lazy's uh, name and follow her. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I absolutely don't know what happened. This is pretty much what happens when I don't stream for a while. There's a subreddit called Batman Arkham, and it had made my sense of humor do a complete 180. Well, I'm absolutely glad that Reddit was good for something. Although I have been using Reddit a little bit each day. I blame my boyfriend. But I have seen that subreddit. There have been no new Batman games, so it turned into a mental asylum. A recent Asylum game has actually been released. Like the trailer came out not too long ago. And the dislikes are just amazing. May share some D&D art I commissioned. Go for it. Absolutely go for it. And if you want, I could show it to my boyfriend because he is into D&D and he does D&D sessions. He actually what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? He actually is the DM of a session with another friend of mine and four others. Two or three others, I think. And it's like, yeah, you stop streaming for a bit because of mental instability, but restarting slowly. Super lazy. Super lazy. I'm glad that you're starting off slowly because, like, I've known you for 4 years and you are a very, very, very entertaining streamer. And I'm glad that I see you again. You know, I'm absolutely glad that I see you again, even though I'm not there most of the time due to work. But I am glad that I get to see you again. And I hope you are absolutely well. It all started with one post asking, why didn't Batman just call the Justice League? Is he stupid? Oh, my God. I mean, here's the thing. It is Batman. He's taken, I'm guessing it was like suicidal overconfidence, you know? I know that the Justice League game had mixed reviews. Is there a lore reason? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I have absolutely no idea. I haven't played a Batman game. Then you know how Venom said we are Venom? Yeah, because like there was more than one person in a body. Um but I haven't played a Batman Arkham game since Arkham Knight. They turned into We Are Stupid. Yeah, that's the type of humor my 17-year-old self would laugh at. One of those are my unfinished games. Arkham, wait, Arkham City? I mean Arkham Knight, cuz that is also an unfinished game of mine. Like I did stream it many moons ago, like many yeah, I did stream that game many years ago, but then um but something happened because when it got to the plot twist or the plot twist, the game cut right out. Like there was a plot twist and the game just cut out. So I couldn't stream it. So I'm like, okay, I might as well not play anymore. Um or I did keep going. It's just that I never finished. You haven't played since it came out. Okay, so that was like a decade ago. That's totally fair. Um but yeah, I hear that the new I saw that new trailer for the Batman Arkham game and I'm like, I'm okay, you know? I'm absolutely okay. I'll just leave it alone. Um I'm just gonna leave it alone. Mm. But I wonder how many people, speaking of Venom, I wonder how many people are shocked that Venom, the movies, are absolutely queer coded, but they don't realize it because they just want the edginess. Because the Venom movies are 90s material. Like, the Venom movies are 90s movies that came out in the 2010s. Like, let's genuinely be honest. They came out a decade or so too late. Like they try to be they're edgy movies kind of, but not really. Like they're 90s movies just like how Daredevil from 2003 is. Like those are their movies that were a little too late from the decades they came out. But some people tend to forget that the Venom movies are absolutely queer coded, like all the way through, you know? Um, but yeah, some people just don't like it because, I mean, people tend to just forget because it's like, yeah, Venom is such an edgy movie. Sick, tight, and edgy. I've never thought I would say that. I, yeah. Um, and speaking of which, you know what I'm kind of tired of in terms of like YouTube video comments? I'm kind of tired of people saying, like, there is a video that came out a few days ago about a mall, just a mall in 1997 or whatever. Um, I'll show it. You know what? I'll show it here. Um, because it wasn't too long ago. But Jenny Cat, you mentioned Yellowstone was a show that you were watching, and that actually gets me a little concerned because all I hear is the controversy about it. Like all I hear about that show is the controversy surrounding it. You know, um, like the controversy surrounding yeah, the controversy surrounding that show because like it takes a long time to create and Kevin Costner's ego is still very big. Like I thought you would think that he would chill out with old age, but from what I understand he has a very big ego. Not Elon Musk big, but pretty big. Like I guess he didn't learn with Waterworld, but Yeah. Um, like this is his career resurrection. Like genuinely, this is Kevin Costner's career resurrection, and he still has to act like Kevin Costner behind the scenes. Um, but yeah, I wanted to show this. So this is the video about another day in the mall in 1996, and the comments in this are just like, "Oh, this is like the last good decade," you know? This is like the last good decade. Like the malls aren't like this anymore. It's like things aren't what they used to anymore. It's like, um, yeah, the '90s were the last good decade, and it's like, no, I'm pretty sure the '90s were a really good decade, but every decade like the '90s has um um has the good and the bad. You can't just say it's nothing like it used to be, because if it was, it wouldn't be the '90s. Like the '90s had a distinct era, the '80s had a distinct feel, the '70s did. Every decade has a distinct style. So that's why I never want to say like the 2000s or the 2010s weren't what they used to be, because I'm not like that type of person. Because change happens, and here's the thing, despite not liking Sopranos, that is pretty much what kind of broke me out of it. You know, like in The Sopranos, the older generation is like, back in my day, we used to like, whenever one of us would go to jail, we used to like go to jail, do our time, and shut up. And then that was pretty much like the recurring theme, like nostalgia goggles and all that. Um, but then here's the thing: I watched the movie, The Saints of Newark or something. I watched that movie after like the series, and even though I don't really like it because it doesn't add on to anything, it absolutely just genuinely does not. It just feels rushed. I mean, you could have made it a mini series, not a movie. Cause yeah, the like making it into a movie just feels like nothing. You know, to me, it feels like nothing. It could have been a mini series. Just flesh it out. But what I do appreciate is that for all the talk from the old generation is just as guilty of what the new generation is doing. In fact, the older generation might be a little worse. Like, for all their talk about loyalty, there was very little loyalty back in their time. So it's like even nostalgia just clouds the goggles, you know? So because of The Sopranos, even though I don't really like that show all that much, I will admit that it did actually kind of like made me think that, or actually got me to think that nostalgia isn't exactly what we actually think it is. Like the mall right here from 1996, yeah, things have changed. Like things absolutely have changed, but things actually have to change in order for time. Time changes everybody. Let's just be fair. You know? Everybody changes within time. Like you're not the same person you were back 3 years ago. I'm definitely not the same person I was 3 years ago. Like 3 years ago, I was in my bedroom doing these streams, and now like I'm in I'm in an apartment with my boyfriend doing these streams because he told me to stream every day for a month. Um, so it's like, yes, everybody changes. Everything changes. Everything changes. Because if you don't change, you're going to actually feel like you're being left behind the times. And here's the thing: music today, the most popular music is K-pop. And I'm not even going to say that, oh, back in my day we didn't have K-pop. It's like, no, we did have boy bands. We absolutely had boy bands back in the day. I didn't care for them. I appreciate them, but you know what? Whatever. I personally don't care about K-pop at all. Like, it's not for me, but that's absolutely fine. Just because it's not for me doesn't mean it's not for anybody else. That is absolutely fine. You know, K-pop, like, it's fine. You know, I'm not gonna knock it. It's not for me, but it's for a generation. You know, like when I was a kid, there were people. There were probably adult. Like, here's the thing. Remember new metal back in the day? Like, I didn't grow up with new metal. I was barely alive when new metal came out. Like, I was barely alive when new metal actually came out. And I know for a fact that people over the age of over the age a certain age thought new metal was absolutely trash because it was like it's not like the 70s music that we had, and it's like then a certain amount of people like are like I like new metal because it actually speaks to me, you know? Like every generation has their thing. Let the generation have their thing, you know? Like I grew up with pop punk and then I moved on to other things. I still like pop punk, but you know it's whatever. So when the pop punk revival came back, and I'm like, hey, that's totally fine, and I left it at that. You know, I didn't look into that. I just watched it because my friend said it was good. Oh, I don't doubt that Yellowstone is not good. It absolutely is. I know it is. It's just that because the production, because of Kevin Costner's ego, the show has kind of hit a snag, and that's why there was that lawsuit that happened. So it did affect the schedule of it. It doesn't matter how much time passes, I will always be a freak and a fiend. Hey, same here, you know? I'm a trans woman I'm a trans woman, so I am a freak and a fiend. I changed a lot in the past 3 years. Everybody does. Like, that's the thing. Everybody changes over the past 3 years. You know? Like, everybody. Everybody's taste change every 3 or 7 years. Not like that. I'm just evil inside. Oh, I've read the stories you used to send me, and cheers. Mm. Not like that. I'm just evil inside. Not like that. I'm just evil inside. Save me. There are two sides in me: normal and Winnebed. Okay, I'm pretty sure you just went like this. You just slid your hands all over the keyboard and just said good enough. So you are speaking in keyboard messing technobabble, which is no small feat. Or either that or you're casting a spell. You're casting a spell, got it. But yeah, everybody changes, you know? And if you don't change, it's gonna be like, then if you want things to stay exactly like it was back in the day, that's the thing. There are good moments with every decade, but there are also bad moments. Like, I love the 90s. I absolutely like the 90s. Like, look at this. I love the 90s. Like, this is probably my favorite Alice in Chains album. But I can admit that the 90s had some garbage. I love grunge music, but I can easily say that grunge music also had its garbage. You know? So, even I am willing to criticize some aspects. Like, everything I like is subject to criticism, and that's okay. I watched the video of someone walking around Toronto, and it was like, God damn, you will not find a city like this nice in America. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Toronto has its own issues. Like, as someone who has been in Toronto all her life, Toronto is a nice city, but it has its issues, you know? So I can't really say that, like, there is a good reason as to why. There's a good reason as to why cities will shoot, like, movies will shoot in Toronto, because it's cheap, I guess. Do not go to San Francisco. I won't. But my boyfriend does want me to go to the UK with him, even though I said I don't want to, because the UK has a problem with trans people. I keep telling him, just because Chloe, or Invisible Girl is there, and the Warhammer place is there, doesn't mean I want to go because UK has a problem with trans people. I personally do not want to go. Just like I don't want to go to Florida. And this was before the Florida became Florida today. Like, Florida always turned me off. Florida has always turned me off. In terms of what stories I've heard, like the Florida Man stories, those have always turned me off. So I am not ever going to go to Florida, even, like, and that's even before I heard about the anti-LGBTQIA stuff. I never wanted to go to Florida because, yeah, no. Turf Island, yeah, I never want to go to Turf Island. And even though, again, my boyfriend is like, yeah, but like, some of your friends are gonna be there. It's like, yeah, I get it, but I'd rather not go. Whenever I hear about San Francisco, I think of all the bad stuff. I'm pretty sure there are bad stuff in San Francisco, which is shocking because it is San Francisco. Oh, don't go to Florida. Your door, it doesn't matter who you are. Your door will be broken into by some wicked variant of human. I mean, it is Florida, so I'd rather not anyways, but thank you for giving me another reason as to not to go. But I personally I never want to go. I'm not somebody who wants to go on vacation. Like, the last time I ever went on vacation was with my mom going to New York for a wedding. Yeah, it was like for a wedding. And we ended up going to a motel. When I ever hear about San Francisco, I hear a lot about human feces everywhere and car break-ins. Yeah, that does sound like Toronto. I'm kidding. Toronto's much worse. I don't know if the feces part is true, but there's a concerning amount of break-ins. Yeah, yeah. It's mostly because San Francisco is an expensive city to live in. It absolutely is. It's such an expensive place to, like, live in. And, like, the car break-ins are pretty much like people just stealing things and probably selling them. I'm guessing. I'm personally guessing. But yeah, I haven't been on vacation or out of the country in a few years. Like, the last time I went to New York with my mom for a wedding, and we actually went to a motel, which we were there for about 30 hours or so, or like 2 days. And I've told this story before, but there were there was like spots on the pillows. So my mom and I actually had to put towels over their pillows so we wouldn't actually have to put our faces on them. Like, it was gross. And looking at the and later on we looked, I don't know, somebody we knew looked up the, what's it called? It was an actual Indian motel. And somebody we knew looked up, I think it was my sister, looked up the reviews for it, and apparently it was very clear that the reviews were written by the people who worked there, because it was from her, I don't know if it's true, but it was clear that it was written by the people who worked there, and that was just like, oh. And so the first chance we kind of got, like, all of us just left. Look up New York City apartment for 1K a month. I mean, still, you're not gonna get an apartment for 1K a month that looks like the stuff you'll be filled with. Oh, you want me to look it up? Okay, let me see. New York apartment for 1K. Let's see. Bewilderment and confusion. Look at the size and tell me what you think. I don't know what to think. It's pretty small. Yeah, this absolutely, like... Like, 1,000 a month? Like... Hold on, let me... Okay, Google is hiding the truth. I'll send you... Okay, you can send it to me on Discord. But those... Google is hiding the truth. Or maybe it's because, like, it's on... Maybe it's because it's on... What's the word I'm looking for? Maybe it was because it's on, like, Safe Search, but I don't even think that even Safe Search would do that. I'm crying and shaking right now. I'm crying and shaking right now. Google would never do that. But yeah, essentially, I genuinely like how things actually, so yeah, I have not been back to New York for a few years, and I don't plan on going back. My boyfriend wants to go to Quebec. Wait, they're actually hiding the truth? Like, they took the results that you want off? That's kind of creepy. That's like Elon Musk level of evil. You know, the same person who says cisgender is a slur. Like, apparently cisgender is a slur even though it's not. It never had been. So nobody's buying it except Elon Musk people, you know? Okay, I'll describe it. Yeah, you can describe it. So, let me see. Imagine a two-person wide hallway with a window at the end. Let me see. Two-person wide hallway. Ah, one of those. One of those. You can get that a month in New York, no bath. Then that's not worth it. It's not worth it. If there's no bathroom in the apartment, that's not worth it. I don't want to go outside my apartment to use the bathroom. You know, I don't want to go outside my apartment to use the bathroom at all. Yeah, it's not worth living in that city. Absolutely not. Yet, I have family who live in a white picket fence neighborhood. Like, I've told this story many times, but the last time I was with, like, me and my mom went to two places. Our first place was a white picket fence place where you have to drive to get to places, and that absolutely sucked. It sucked. It was like summer and it was hot, so I actually thought I could actually walk somewhere, like a store or whatever, and I tried. I got halfway and it's like, no, this is the place where I actually have to drive somewhere. It was not worth it, you know? And this is before I found out that you can actually have people deliver stuff to you. So it's like, oh god. But at least with the next house we went to in New York to visit, there are places that we could walk, and it was actually within a walking distance, and it's like, okay, this is so much better. And yeah, it was absolutely so much better. Um, so yeah, I like the type of place where I can actually get within walking distance, or I can actually take a bus. Which there are bus schedules here. There's a decent bus schedule. Only problem is it doesn't run on Sunday, which is fine because I haven't taken a bus on a Sunday in years. Like ever since my first job, I have not taken a bus on a Sunday. You know, like Mondays and through Saturdays, fine, but not Sunday. Because Sunday schedules back at my old house sucks. Like it's not worth living in New York for 1K a month with no bathroom, you know? I'm genuinely glad that the family I know live in houses. Um, yeah, I'm absolutely glad for them. It's just that I don't particularly, you know? I don't particularly, um, but yeah, like, um, yeah, I really should, I genuinely really should finish DuckTales because I have not finished it. Like I went through like about half of the series, and because it was aired out of order, I meant the recent DuckTales, like the one with David Tennant or whatever. The recent DuckTales, like the recent DuckTales show. I think I'm halfway through, but I can't really look into it because like the episodes on Netflix are not in the same order as what I see on Wikipedia, so I have no idea what I'm getting into right now. um yeah, I have absolutely no idea what is going on with it, but yeah, at least there's something. um but yeah, i I should get on Twitter more often, but um yeah, but Elon is just tanking it. Like Elon bought Twitter just to get rid of the bots, and it's only making the bots worse. You know. Um. Yeah. And he pretty much is like, um, Elon is pretty much like saying that cisgender is not a slur. No, he's saying cisgender is a slur, even though it's like this term cisgender was coined in 1994. So they're just saying it's a slur because it's like, um, I have no idea why. You know, like, say like, yeah. So Twitter is a dumpster fire at the moment. So yeah, that's why I haven't. That's one of the reasons why I haven't used Twitter in a while. Um, Also dysphoria, but that's for another time. Dysphoria, that's for another time. Shh. Um, I'm sorry. Um, Dysphoria for another time. Um, but yeah, like I'm genuinely not sure as to why. Like Elon himself said, I am not gonna play GTA because I have to kill cops, and it's like that has always been a thing. Like Grand Theft Auto, you always kill cops. I'm not sure as to what you think you have standards now. Like it's not like they're it's not like you're killing actual people. Like he really should, like people like him really should get out of the 90s You know, back when Columbine hit and everybody was playing video games, even though there was no basis for that, and then they blame Marilyn Manson, even though there was no basis in that. Like to the point to where it's like one of the shooters is like, "Oh, I think Marilyn Manson sucks." So it's like, yeah, you can't even like wait. It's just a knee jerk reaction, you know. And people like Elon just want to say that GTA he's never gonna play it because it involves killing cops, and it's like, okay, you're saying that now? Like that seems like a comment out of the late '90s and mid 2000s. Like, and there are plenty of other games that involve killing cops. You know? Um, like that. He says that like Rockstar. Yeah, exactly. Like Grand Theft Auto has always been steeped in controversy, and it pretty much always will because like it's over the top and violent, you know? And yet they don't say anything about things like that happening in the real world where there's genuine actual repercussions. It's like, well, they just think of the violence first. Now keep in mind, there are kids who actually do play Grand Theft Auto, you know? This actually his outrage. It just reminds me of the Mass Effect controversy. Elder Scrolls fans have been waiting for a new game longer than GTA fans, and you know they're gonna wait even more because, you know, Elder Scrolls fans. I mean, yeah, like I only got into Elder Scrolls like only a few years ago. Like I played the ever loving piss out of Skyrim on stream, and I up until last year I played a lot of Oblivion. So Elder Scrolls fans are going to have to wait a long time for an Elder Scrolls game that is going to be glitchy as hell. Let's be honest. The new Elder Scrolls game is going to be very, very, very glitchy. Just like Skyrim and Oblivion on Morrowind, you know? They're going to be good for what they are, but, you know, just like Fallout 76, there's going to be a few times where it's going to crash. I know. I've been there for Skyrim. But like I don't know why people it's not a bug, it's a feature. It works. It just works. According to him, it just works. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I genuinely don't get why people are just like, yeah, let's complain about a new GTA game. It's like, what are you, 50 years old? Like, okay, the Mass Effect controversy. Which actually does remind me of like that's how people just want to create controversy, which is not there. Like, remember when I mentioned that the grifting channels saying that Fallout was too woke. The show was gonna be horrible because it was too woke before it came out. When Mass Effect the first game was coming out, Fox News was just getting angry because like there was like a sex scene that you could easily skip, and they just called it Debbie Does Dallas in Space. And it turned out that the person actually complaining about it never played the game at all. And it was just like, okay, so you're complaining about games you never watched, and she brought up statistics that were completely false and bogus. She ended up writing a book that ended up being critically panned, and it wasn't because it was review bombs, but some people actually took their time to actually read the book, and it's like this is filled with inaccuracies. Like clearly she did research about other things just to get her opinion, you know? And yeah, she ended up apologizing for like the knee-jerk reaction for Mass Effect. And then it turned out that Mass Effect became a fully acclaimed series with its faults. Fallout 76 was a disaster because it was made by an experienced team, adding a multiplayer frame to a single player system and was rushed. Lots of crunch. And you can tell. No one was forcing them to put this out. Like, no one was forcing them to put it out. This was before the Microsoft acquisition. Yeah, that's fair. But, I'm, like, but, here's the thing. I personally didn't hear about the disaster with the Fallout 76 launch until a few months afterwards. I knew that it was a messy game, but I did not know to the extent. And then I watched a video called The Fall of 76, and it was like, oh, it's that extreme. Okay, it's that extreme. Okay, I get it. I get why people didn't want to, like, yeah, I get why people didn't want to play it back then. You know, I absolutely get it now. But yeah, like, every game is gonna have its controversies, you know? Like, every game. Or some games are gonna have controversies because people just want a knee-jerk reaction. Like again, Mass Effect, the new Fallout TV show. What else was there that caused controversy? X-Men 9. Okay, another show that I'm actually watching currently is X-Men 92, like the original show. The original X-Men show. That's another show I'm currently watching so I can actually watch X-Men 97. And just like Fallout the show, there were grifting channels that absolutely were like, but it's gonna suck because it went too woke. And I'm like, did you watch the same show? I'm guessing you grew up. If you're complaining, you probably did grow up with the original series, right? I guarantee you did. Because if you go back and watch that series, that is a lot more. That has a lot more to say than you would think. So I don't know where this person is coming from in terms of like, yeah, but things are too woke. It's like, it's gonna suck because it was too woke. Keep in mind, this was before the show 90. This was before X-Men 97 came out. So they just complained just for the sake of it. And then when the show came out, they're like, oh yeah, I like the show because it's anti-woke. And it's like, okay, so you not only flip your opinion, but you're actually getting it wrong. One of the original creators of Fallout is also gay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if people act, if like, so, okay, so, there was always some sort of LGBTQIA perspective into it, you know? Just like Baldur's Gate 3, like, remember the Game Award? Like, I don't know if anybody had watched the Game Awards where Baldur's Gate 3 actually got nominated and then won Best Game of the Year, which pretty much deserved because it absolutely is it's actually a really good game. And then some people online are like, what about Harry Potter, like Hogwarts Legacy? He makes really interesting videos talking about stuff. Timothy Kane on YouTube. I think I know him. Hold on, let me see. Timothy Kane. Okay. Oh, he actually got his 100K award plaque. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Oh, okay. So pretty much like this looks like vlogs, you know? Fallout TV show review, Game development caution, making a demo. Okay, let's see his 100K thing.
Me, Tim.
Hold on.
Hi everyone, it's me, Tim. Well, this thing just arrived.
What? 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 What?
I'm guessing his videos aren't all like that. But congrats to him and 100K subscribers. If only I could get that many subscribers on YouTube, but my videos are pretty much going to be like, yeah, I figured no. But what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. I was talking about creators of Fallout. I forgot what I was saying before. Creators of Fallout. Shoot, I forgot. Damn it, I actually forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, crap. Shoot. I'm probably gonna, like, end the stream, and then later I'm like, oh, so that's what I wanted to talk about. So I was talking about Mass Effect. Then there was Fallout. I wasn't listening. I have no idea. Ah, damn it. I don't even know either. I kind of forgot. I think it had something to do with Elon and, like, things being woke. I remember Elon, like, complaining about him and him not gonna play GTA. But, yeah, people who genuinely just don't want, like, I get not liking something, but not liking something because it doesn't fit your criteria. That just cuts everything off for you. Oh, X-Men. I was talking about X-Men. Sorry, I was talking about X-Men. Like they actually are afraid because, like, X-Men has always been woke. Like, X-Men had always been woke. That is the thing. It always had been. And YouTube grifters are complaining because, like, what was it? The new X-Men cartoon is going to be bad because it's woke, even though it always had been. Blackstar, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, X-Men has always been woke. The movies, the live-action movies, have always been woke. The comic has always been woke. Yeah, the new X-Men cartoon. YouTube grifters before actually said that the X-Men cartoon was going to be bad because it was woke. Yeah, X-Men 97. And the same people who actually complained. Yeah, so before the show came out, grifters actually did complain about X-Men being woke. And they said that the show was going to suck. Then it turned out it was really, 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 really good. And so a lot of them either shut up or actually did a 180 and saying, oh, the show is good because it's anti-woke or whatever. It's like, we didn't forget what you just said. There is a video on your channel still that actually complained about it being woke before the show came out. And X-Men has always been woke. The comics, the original show, the movies, they have always been woke. They've always been about prejudice. Like, I watched the first season of the original cartoon from 92, and it has a lot to say. You know? Like, I didn't like it as a kid, but now I'm like, holy crap, there's a lot to say, and, like, these are three-dimensional characters. And I'm pretty sure the grifters on YouTube have watched the X-Men 92 show and either don't care or just tend to forget that, you know, people were saying 97 was going to be bad, and since the release, people have loved. Certain people said it was going to be bad. The people who complained that X-Men was going to be bad because it went woke. So, YouTube grifters, when they found out that they woke up in the morning. YouTube grifters will complain about anything. Let's just be honest. You know what? Let's be honest. They will complain about anything and everything if it doesn't fit their criteria. You know? Yeah, they'll complain about anything. So, yeah, if you see it, like, YouTube grifters, I'm glad that the grift is kind of dying, because people are actually starting to wake up. Like, there is criticism with movies and TV shows and all that. I understand criticism. There always has been, always will be. There's constructive criticism and all that. But just saying you don't like it because it's woke is pretty much like the people who say that, who actually realize that Rage Against the Machine is a political band, and just, like, get angry because of it. It's like, they could have a kid look at them being born and be like, woke. Yeah, those people have no lives, you know? Like, they do nothing but get angry. Like, it's pretty much if people looked up the Nostalgia Critic and took what the character said and just became that person. Like, at least the Nostalgia Critic actually has criticism and actually can say that there are movies that he likes. And at least his later videos actually explains why a movie can work or doesn't work. At least that has that. While YouTube grifters is, oh yeah, Andrew Tate. It's not an implication. He's straight up saying it. It's Jenny. It's absolutely not an implication. He's straight up saying that being straight is actually gay. So Andrew Tate is pretty much saying that he is gay. You know? What crack is he smoking? Here's the thing. I don't even think crack, like, not even crack would actually get you to have that train of thought. You know? At least people on crack actually have a thought process. I don't know what kind of insane troll logic Andrew Tate is going through. You know? I'm pretty much glad that he's on trial right now for whatever he did. Like, no, at least with, here's the thing. At least with that, like, there is no drug. Andrew Tate saying there is no drug. Absolutely none. I'm gonna be honest, like, there is no drug that can actually have the process that's saying straight is actually gay. Like, that's something that only somebody who is so inside his head, you know? He's so inside his head. There is no drug addict who would absolutely say that. Not on crack, not on acid. Like, at least the acid would wreck his ego. But Andrew Tate has such a huge ego that, you know, acid is not going to be an explanation. But yeah, Andrew Tate. Oh, God. I am so glad that nobody I know actually watches this content, at least unironically. Because, like, nobody I know wants to get with anybody like Andrew Tate. I genuinely think he's serious. You know, I absolutely think he's serious. Because he's so far up his own mind that he probably is serious about it. You know? There's no, like, he says a lot of bad stuff. So at this point, I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, since he's so overcompensating, he seems with that. Here's the thing. From what I understand, he seems like armored closeted gay. Like he's so like I don't want to assume, but I've seen people be as tough as Andrew Tate, and that's because they're mostly like really closeted. Like they work out and they say, I get this type of girl, I get this type of girl, and they become so over the top with it, like it's kind of testosterone poisoning, that there might be some sort of closeted thing going on, like um you know, like overcompensating, just like Mac in It's Always Sunny, you know, like he's usually Mac from It's Always Sunny is usually always overcompensating, and then he came out as gay. So I don't know much, but it's along that. But if that is true, if he is a closeted gay man, then Glinner is also a chaser. Graham Linehan is also a chaser, if that's true, because all he does is talk about trans people. Like it's pretty much his job. I mean, he's getting money for it, but he's not making as much money as he would think, you know? Because he's a grifter, and grifters usually, the money usually dries out, and then what? He'll just become a sad man on Twitter. But yeah, I'm just saying, that's just it. I'm just gonna say, but we'll see. Maybe there's a YouTube video that talks about Andrew Tate's closet, being in the closet, you know? I don't think I know anyone that's bald. I know people who have shaved their heads, and that's because it's a good look for them. Not even balding, they just shave their heads. Like, for a few years in my life, I actually shaved my head, and that's because, but I didn't want to, it was not my choice. And then later on, I started growing my hair, and, yeah, I went, and, this is the longest my hair has grown. Yeah, it's the longest my hair has ever grown. But yeah, just because he's bald doesn't mean he's gay, but you know, we'll see. Well, you know what? We'll see. We'll see if he eventually comes out of the closet, because a small part of me is thinking that he's overcompensating. He absolutely is. But I just think that it's more testosterone poisoning, you know? I just got a haircut. Congratulations. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I hope it went well. I hope the haircut went well. My goodness, this has been a 2-hour long session, hasn't it? Yeah, I really, honestly, I haven't had a haircut since I got out of elementary school. And the last time I ever got a haircut, I actually was in tears. And then never again. I got a lineup, but I never got another haircut again. I honestly hope that my hair could actually go down to my knees. You know, I want my hair to actually go all the way down to my knees at the very least, you know? It'll be longer than the stream, which was supposed to end 15 seconds ago. It was supposed to end 15 seconds ago. Why hasn't it ended? But don't worry, this stream is not going to go as long as yesterday's stream, which is 4 hours long. Yeah, the yesterday's stream was 4 hours long, so, but this time I'm not, because I need to go back to bed. You should raid this one streamer. Okay, I'll raid. I mean, her name is Kiara Strings. Yeah, Kiara String, I can't raid her because she seems like a big see you next Tuesday. And also, I think she's full of herself. Time to go? Eventually. In a few minutes, because there are people here who have lives, and I have a life. I'm kidding. I absolutely am kidding. I just want to make this short because yesterday's stream was 4 hours, and I wanted to make this at least only half as long, you know? I'm full of food. Hey, same here. You know? I had spaghetti. Yesterday, and boy, are my arms tired. That doesn't make sense. But later on, I'm going to be playing Fallout 76 because I have dailies to do. Well, I don't have to do it, but I genuinely like playing Fallout 76. Like, again, this used to be an all Fallout channel. I completely forgot about that. So you would think I'd be playing Fallout right now, but I personally would rather like play or do just chatting streams because, you know, it seems easier for me, and sometimes here's the thing. I like to game alone. Hence why whenever I play Baldur's Gate 3, I play by myself. I wait until my boyfriend leaves or whatever or goes to bed because I personally would rather I would personally rather play a game on my own and find things out on my own. Like, I personally do not want to, what's the word? I personally do not want to have anyone tell me how to do things. I want to find it out on my own. Hi, Dennis. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. We're gonna wrap up the stream in 7 minutes because I have things to do. But again, I will be back here every day for the rest of the month because I promised my boyfriend to stream every day for a month. My God. I haven't streamed every day for a month since last June. And it's May right now. So that's great. I hope you're doing okay, Dennis. I fell over and hit my head. Today started better than that. Are you okay? I hope you're gonna be okay. Like, I genuinely hope. Yeah, I genuinely hope you're gonna be okay because, like smashing your head, like hitting your head on the wall the day before, that hurts. That absolutely hurts. But I'm glad, like, everything's gonna be up and up as long as you don't fall down and down with a concussion. I's be having the concussions now. So yeah, I really hope that I got a bump in some concussion. Hospital. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm sure you're okay because, like, you're clearly typing well. But I don't know if it's because, like, somebody else is typing for you or it's because, like, you're just a second away from going. I don't think I need that. I was just a bit dazed. I hope so. I absolutely hope so, you know? Nope, I'm typing for myself. Okay, as long as you're okay. Okay? As long as you're okay, okay. But yeah, you came in just in time for the wrap up of the stream because I had only had about 2 or 3 hours sleep, which is usually the case even back at my old house because I would sleep at 1 in the morning, or after work I would sleep at 1:40 something, around that time, and I'd wake up at 4 o'clock to do a stream. What I missed? Tell me everything. Okay. Anti-grifters. Linkin Park getting back together. Maybe. There's a rumor. And me having not being on a vacation since New York, and I don't want to go on a vacation at all. I keep telling my boyfriend I don't want to go on another vacation. But Chester, yeah, some people do. And even months after he died, people were asking Mike Shinoda and the band, hey, so is Linkin Park ever going to make music together or whatever? And it's like, come on. Just leave them alone. Just, you know what? Leave the band alone. They're frontmen of about 16 or so years, almost 2 decades, died, and you're just asking them about it. I mean, I know, like, but constantly asking, it's like, leave them alone to mourn. It's so easy. Just leave them alone. You know? Like, you didn't like them when here's the thing. You didn't like them when they actually did nu metal again with Meteora. They'll do a hologram tour. I don't know. If it's a hologram with Chester, I don't know. That seems a little much, in my opinion. I don't know about you, but doing a hologram tour with Chester Bennington does seem a little too much. Like, why do a tour with a hologram? Or the Kiss AI thing. I mean, Kiss is retiring, I think, in our year of 2024. So I genuinely don't care. Or AI voice like Drake did to Tupac. I'm just gonna not say anything more about Drake. I'll just pretend, I'll just think that it wasn't Drake's idea to have Tupac in his song. I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let that go. Because I think Drake is an overrated bore. And I've thought this since high school. When other people my age were like, oh yeah, Drake is awesome. And people were giving me crap. And it's like, now Drake is just like, and now people are starting to dislike Drake. And I'm like, I've been saying Drake was like not a good musician all these years. What changed? And nobody ever listened to me. But, you know, we'll see with like Linkin Park, because I'm just hoping that they're okay with doing music after all these years. You know? You were saying Drid was made with or was cool. Hashtag trans hipster. I mean, I don't have a vinyl, so I'm not completely a trans hipster. I mean, I got the trans part right. But yeah, Drake has always been mid. If you like him, fine. But we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it because it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. This is just as long as the third Matrix movie or so. CDs are hipster now. Surely it's 2024. But I actually have to be hipster in order to get vinyl. I actually have to buy. If I was a hipster, I actually have to buy vinyl. I'm not a proper hipster until I do that. But yeah, everybody, thank you all for coming. Thank you, DJ Alpha Omega, for the raid. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We are going to raid somebody who's playing Fallout New Vegas. I'm sorry. We're going to raid Jaded Peanut. Oh, God, I meant raid, not shout out. I meant raid. Oh, God, I'm an idiot. you're working on it. Maybe. But everybody, thank you all for coming. I will be back here tomorrow for another stream because once again, I told my boyfriend that I was going to stream every day because of a promise. But until then, I'm Kiara Strings. I'm a trans woman, and this is the early stream. Thank you, and have a good one. I'm sorry. I am the Lizard Queen.